Hey tubers, welcome back for another adventure. You guys remember the Kubota I picked up, eBay deal, probably 5 years ago or so, and it came to me with a very dented up oil pan, and this is the oil pan from it. So what you see, that liquid in there is old gasoline, and I deliberately put it in there to see if I was leaking or not, because I had a tough time pounding this down, so to speak. What I ended up doing is I had to heat it up with the torch. It wasn't moving. I tried the old wooden block thing up against kind of a cutout, trying to bring it down with that, and it just wasn't moving. So what I ended up doing is I set it up just like that. I put screws in it there, and there to keep it from wandering about. I heated it up with the torch, obviously, and then I took the crowbar. You could see how it's pretty round, and I just kept tapping it down. It took even with that, it took a lot of effort to get it to reshape, and I'm happy because once again you don't see anything wet there, so none of it is leaking. I don't know how well I showed you the damage. The damage is quite extensive. To me, it looks like it was doing more than just bouncing it. When I got it, it was attached to a wood pallet, but the blocks on the side of the motor to the motor mounts kind of gave way, and it was riding on the bottom. But this looks more than like pallet damage. This looks like at some point the engine was hit right here and here. You could see kind of scrape marks. So anyway, it appears as if I did manage to get it somewhat reshaped. Now I can put it back on, and I just want to really show you guys. This is the engine, and this is the oil pickup, and the oil pickup, other than you can see kind of right there how it rounded a little bit like that. Other than that, this is fine, right? There's no damage or anything. And you might say, hey, why are you so hung up on that? Well, if you ever get an engine that has oil pan damage, you really want to take the pan off and make sure you don't have cracks or breaks or anything in the oil suction tube here, the oil sump tube. Because if you do, especially if it's up high, you can end up pulling air. And if you're pulling air, if the oil pump is pulling air instead of oil, air does not lubricate your engine bearings and all that, and it's just a matter of time, especially if you run it a little lower on oil, that you're not getting oil to your engine, and you do severe damage to it. So now that this is done, I'm going to be able to put the oil pan back on, get oil into it, and start going the next step of figuring out is this engine okay, and you know, is it worth putting more time and effort to. I did find a Kubota oil pan for this engine, the right one, $50 on eBay, but I don't want to put any more money into this thing until I figure out if it's alive or not, right? I got however much money, I don't know, a few hundred, 300, 200, 250, whatever it is. I don't remember, quite honestly. I got whatever money I have tied up in it now, and I don't want to add to that if I go and fire it up and find out I have a rod knock or something. So we're gonna use the old oil pan and get it running on that. Okay, I hope everyone enjoyed this video, enjoyed the progress. I really like making a little progress here, and finally I am. If you liked it, please give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, please tell me why. And once again, I'm always open to thoughts and suggestions and whatever else I can learn from you all. Okay, everyone, get out there and enjoy all your days. It's absolutely beautiful, so get out and have some fun. Bye now.